This 11-story hotel is unlike anything Melbourne has ever seen. With an amazing rooftop bar and gathering space, incredible conference facilities, and of course, amazing guest rooms and suites like this one. So if you have friends and family coming to town for a visit, or want to go out and enjoy downtown Melbourne's great restaurants, bars, and shopping for a night or two, Hotel Melby is the place to be. Hi, and welcome back to the 411 on the 321. Tales, tenants, and tips from Space Coast business leaders, brought to you by the Melbourne Regional Chamber. I'm your host, Mel Thomas, and I'm so excited to be joining you as always from the beautiful Hotel Melby, downtown Melbourne. Today, my guest is Shari Tabat, and I'm gonna read this because this is a lot of words for me here. Shari Tabat, certified home watch professional with Space Coast Home Watch and Concierge Services. Did I get that right, Shari?
You did.
Okay, good. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So we're going to be right back with Shari after a few words from our champion sponsor, Hedrick Brothers Construction, Space Coast.
Since 1979, Hedrick Brothers Construction has been delivering quality construction for the commercial and luxury residential markets of South Florida. In 2020, a team of 2 expanded into the Space Coast region and opened an office here in Melbourne. 3 years later, the team's grown to over a dozen professionals, working on large, local projects and investing in our community. The sky's the limit for the Hedrick team. Get to know them. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back, and welcome, Shari.
Thank you.
This is so exciting. So I've known you for several years in different roles, and we're going to talk about all that. But I'm really excited to talk to you about this new venture that you've started and hearing more about kind of the evolution there, and of course all the great services that you provide. So this is going to be fun for both of us, I think.
I think so too.
Okay, good. I'm glad we both think so. We'll find out. Yeah. Okay. So for anyone unfamiliar with Space Coast Home Watch and Concierge Services, can you tell us what you provide and your history here in Brevard?
Sure. I'd be glad to. I've been doing it for my clients for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a realtor and I was doing it already. But my aha moment was when I had an oceanfront condo on the market, and talking to my seller, she didn't know what her neighbors were going to do because she and her husband would go in every week to look at their neighbors' condos while they were gone home up north. And she said, I don't know what they're going to do. And that's kind of when I had the aha moment.
The light bulb went off.
The light bulb went off. And I went home, Googled it, found out that there was a National Home Watch Association. And that's pretty much when Space Coast Home Watch and Concierge Services was officially launched, was that day.
Wow. And so when was that day?
It would have been about July of last year.
Okay. All right. So we're coming up on a year now.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good for you. I love a good aha moment story. Yeah, that's awesome. So you're not new to this area. Your business is fairly new. Tell us about your history here in Brevard. You mentioned you're a realtor.
I'm a realtor. I've been in Brevard about 6 years. When I moved here, I was starting a new chapter of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I knew absolutely no one here and went into a business that I should have a sphere, a whole network of people. And I just came here because I thought it was beautiful and I love the beach. This is my happy place.
Wow. So like you mentioned, you're right. When I think of like a realtor, I think, gosh, they know everyone. I mean, that's your job, right? Can you talk about not knowing a soul and breaking into real estate? How did that go? You obviously mastered it because you're very good at what you do.
I couldn't run fast enough when I first got here and meet enough people.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first things I did was join the chamber, of course, because that really connected me into the community and specifically the business community.
Yeah. Excellent. So you are not just a woman-owned business, you're a family-owned business now, correct?
Yes.
And it's you and your son?
Yes.
Okay. What's his name?
Alexander.
Okay. You and Alexander running your business. Can you talk about the journey and what it's like to work with your son?
This isn't the first time we've worked together.
Okay.
Before I was a realtor, I had another business that was family-owned, and he worked with me there, and It's a wonderful relationship. We work well together. I think maybe we have the same personalities or something that we just gel, and it's just really simple and easy, and it's a natural thing. And I'm really excited that we are back together doing this Space Coast Home Watch, because I think it will be wonderful.
That's incredible, and bravo to you, because I know very few families, mine included, that I would ever work with them. So good for you. You have that kind of great relationship. So let's talk about the Home Watch and Concierge service. So what exactly do you provide?
So when you think about your home, that's your most valuable asset. And Space Coast Home Watch helps to look over your home to help protect and preserve your investment. So when you are gone, for say 3 months, 6 months, whatever time frame that is, your home is sitting there unattended. Possibly, maybe water leaks will occur.
Sure.
Maybe your AC will go out.
Sure.
And if nobody is there to find these issues out early, that damage might go from damage to disaster. We go in and check the exterior, make sure that there is no intrusion, look for pest, water damage. We run your water. We do a whole host of things that really nobody realizes what we do. It's beyond what a neighbor would come in and do. And then at the end of our inspection, we do an email report to the homeowner that's time-stamped, GPS location, including pictures. And if we do find any issues, we note that as well. And if it's a severe issue, we're going to contact the homeowner right away so we can get it taken care of.
So you kind of provide people peace of mind or like security almost?
It is. It's really peace of mind while they are gone and not living here. And then also we do things like when there's a hurricane coming, we do post-storm, pre-storm checks.
No way.
To make sure everything is good. And can you imagine being 1,000 miles away and a storm hits and you have no idea?
Do I have a roof left? Do I have windows left? Yeah.
Exactly.
Good for you. I'm glad your light bulb went off when it did. If we could go back to just the real estate market for a second, I think the last I read, Brevard is the 4th largest growing county in Florida in terms of the real estate market. Can you speak about that, and what are some of the challenges? What are some of the advantages of being in the top 5?
Oh, well, the advantage is obviously if you're a homeowner, your equity is going up in your home. If you're on the side of moving into the area, it can be a struggle to find just the right house. Inventory is limited. That's why you really need to be working with an experienced agent that knows the community and knows the market.
I think that's great advice. Step 1, find a realtor that you trust, that can advise you, that understands what you're looking for. What's some other advice you could give people that are moving to Brevard that aren't familiar?
Oh, we have so many things that you can check out. We have the Brevard Zoo, which is amazing. Downtown Melbourne as well. There's many restaurants and activities to do there. Of course, we have the ocean and the beaches and the river activities, all the water activities. It's amazing. It's endless what you can do, and a proximity to Orlando for the airport, for all the parks there.
Yeah. It really is such a special place.
It is.
I know. So I'm an employer and I'm trying to attract talent to this area. What's some advice you can give me?
Well, I think we go back to if you're attracting talent and you want them to move here, you have to first start with a knowledgeable, experienced agent, real estate agent, to be able to tour the community. We're just very different in our community. We have the beach side, we have Vieira, we have Palm Bay. All areas have their very specialness.
Yes.
And so I think you need somebody that's able to give them the tour of the community and really show why we live, work, and play here, and why they should come and live, work, and play here as well.
And I just respect the heck out of you, Shari, and all the realtors out there, because you're right, Brevard. First of all, it's this giant, long, skinny place, so it's big.
Yes.
And you're correct. I mean, there are these pockets and these communities, and then communities within the communities, and they're so unique. And I'm sure you would agree, it's it's our greatest advantage that we are so diverse and unique, but it's also probably a challenge as well try to find that perfect little spot within this tall, long county.
It is.
So yeah, bravo for you guys. And I know if I ever need a recommendation on like a place to go, I just call one of my realtor friends.
Right.
And they're like, oh yeah, this restaurant. Yeah, you guys are great. So you mentioned the chamber. You said when you first moved here 6 years ago, that was one of the first organizations that you joined to kind of grow that network of business owners. You also serve another very important role at that chamber as an ambassador. I know the way when I worked at the chamber, how I used to describe the ambassadors. Well, when I first started saying it, I said they were like chamber members on crack. And then Michael asked me to please cease and desist saying that. They are not on drugs. They are a team. They are the first ones to be there to welcome new members, to onboard them. Can you talk, why was that important to you to join that group? And how have you used it in your professional life?
It was important because I was in a profession, I needed to know what was going on in Brevard, especially with their business community. And it helped me build my business because I need trusted business partners in my business, such as HVAC or plumbing or whatever. And it helped connect me to those partners.
Yeah. And I think it's great. I think without the ambassador team, I don't know that the chamber even would have the bandwidth to do what they're able to do, especially the new members. It's so critical when they're coming on that they feel welcomed and connected. And I know even for me, and I'm kind of extroverted, it's hard to walk into a cold room. So to have a friendly face or somebody to have already reached out and be like, I'll meet you at breakfast, like I will sit with you. You guys do a great job. And tell me if I'm wrong, haven't you won a bunch of ambassador awards?
I've won quarterly ambassadors a few times, but in 2021 I was named the Ambassador of the Year, which was quite the honor, and I was really flattered.
Good. I've just loved the ambassadors, and I love kind of the evolution that we're starting to see now with them as well. I don't know if it's your catchphrase, but it's not just for ribbon cuts anymore. Like you guys really want to dig in there and really want to embrace all these newcomers and these new businesses and make sure that you contribute to their success, and you therefore are an extension of the chamber. So thank you, because it's a totally voluntary position.
It is.
In addition to your full-time job.
Right.
So thank you so much. Could you maybe share, kind of thinking back over the last 6 years, your role as an ambassador or just any kind of community? What was kind of your favorite memory?
As far as an ambassador, I had been assigned a business to onboard, and went and visited their business, and they invited me to their blessing ceremony that was really just only for their family, but they wanted me to be there because I was their ambassador. And I was really touched that they included me.
Wow. What a special and unique, like who would have thought that you would ever be doing something like that? Are you still in touch with them?
I am.
Oh, good.
Yes, quite often, in fact, yes.
Oh, that's lovely. I love that. Okay, so I've been watching. I'm impressed with you, everything you're doing. I love your business concept. How do we get more information on the services you offer?
Well, you can look us up. We have a website, spaceposthomewatch.com.
Okay.
Or you can also reach out to me. Phone number 321-503-5451.
Nice. You're a brave woman for sharing that. It's up on the screen right now. Good for you. So I'd say, what's next for your business? I mean, we're still, just ramping up. I'm sure the sky's the limit. Is there something next for you personally, something you wanted to tackle?
Ooh, no, I think I'm just...
You've got your hands full.
I have my hands full. I'm very involved in the community and nonprofits, Genesis House, Brevard School Foundation. I volunteer at Health First Hospice. So I'm just really, I'm happy. I love being busy.
Okay. Well, now I feel like extra special that you were able to even find time to sit down this morning with everything that you're doing. I didn't realize all the volunteerism that you're doing. That's incredible, Shari. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
So now's the time in our program where we ask our guests to share a tenet or a tip, some words of wisdom that maybe you picked up along the way or heard that they resonated with you. You think it would resonate with the audience.
Well, I think because I'm a businesswoman, what really resonates with me and one of my beliefs is if you believe it, you can achieve it.
Wow. Well, and you've certainly lived those words, haven't you?
I try.
I think you have. I think you have succeeded. I can't wait to see what's next. I can't wait to celebrate all your success with the new endeavor with your son. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do for the chamber. Thank you for all you do for the nonprofits that you volunteer with. And thank you for the peace of mind that you're giving your clients.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining us today. For more information on Space Coast Home Watch and Concierge services, you can check out her website. You can also learn more about Shari and all of our partners on the Melbourne Regional Chamber's website, melbourneregionalchamber.com. Thank you so much, as always, to the Hotel Melby for putting us up in this gorgeous suite this morning. Thank you for Anthony and Tightline Productions for making this possible. And as always, Isabella Serrano, Marketing Manager with the Melbourne Regional Chamber, for being our executive producer of the 411 on the 321. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.